Welcome back. Today we're going to discuss requeening a hive, how to introduce a new queen. The most important step is to inspect the queen when you get her. So when you get her, you gotta make sure that she's in there. I usually check to make sure she's in there, alive, walking around. If you have her marked, you usually try to mark down the color that you have so you know that that queen is for that hive. The second most important thing is to make sure the hive you're going to introduce her to is queenless. If they're not queenless and there's a queen in there already, they will reject her and kill her. Therefore, you spent all that money for a new queen is down the drain. So the hive right here that's blue behind my shoulder there, I know that is a queenless hive. You can check one of my other videos to find out if she's queenless or when that hive was queenless and everything like that. So by looking at her, she looks healthy, she's alive, she's moving. This part right here is the candy. I usually try to keep this candy in the open. This is what the bees eat to release her. If they don't eat this, then she won't be released and we're gonna have some problems. Second most thing is when I introduce her into the hive, I make sure I don't block the vents. If she suffocates, I spent all that money for a queen that's no longer alive. So this is the hive we're going to introduce her to. What I'm going to be doing right now is getting down to the brood nest. So I don't know how angry they're going to be without me smoking them, but we're going to find out. I inspected this hive many times. I know for a fact this box here is honey and it's not the brood nest. So therefore, I'm just going to remove this to get down to the brood nest. And that's where I want to introduce her, is into the brood nest. So for me, I like to do two checks. One, when I have a hive queenless, I usually put her in there. If they start going, see how they run to her? You know how they ran to her and they're gathering to her? That's how you know this hive is queenless and they're accepting her. My second test I like to do is when they're on here like this, I try to brush them off. See how easy that was to brush them off? That's how you know they're accepting her. If it was hard to brush off, they're biting the cage and wouldn't let go, then you know that this has a queen and they're going to kill her. But since it was so easy to brush them off like that, that tells me that they're definitely queenless. They're not aggressive to her. So back to what I was saying, how I introduce her, I usually try to get the candy so it's up. There you go. It shouldn't be. Oops, just went upside down. I just screwed that up. Lesson learned, guys. See? That's something not to do. All right, everyone. I fixed it. I took her out. So, see how I stuck her in there like that? It gives the entrance, the candy, which is that part, access so they can eat it. and it also doesn't block air gaps, so she won't suffocate, and the bees can take care of her. Oops, sorry. The bees can take care of her. Now I got her in the cage, I put the boxes back on. The next thing I would do is come back in 4 days to see if they released her. If they didn't release her in 4 days, then I would release her myself. And I would just open the cage, close the lid, and open her up and let her out. If they did release her and she's out there, I will come back within a week. Usually 5 to 7 days I'll come back, and I would make sure there's eggs being laid. If there's eggs being laid, then I know she's mated, everything's good. And I can continue going back to normal inspections and everything like that. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe for more content. Thank you.